you know that, it's now that I know, like a halal Ashawo. Ashawo has no shame. It's now that I know that Nigerians are Ashawo. I'm telling you, they have no shame. Ashawo can hold you in the morning and say, pay me in a roundabout. She doesn't care. As long as you pay her. The same way that Nigerian politicians behave and Nigerians in the men, they have a harlot mentality. They have no shame. I'm telling you the truth. They have no shame. And I'll tell you why they have no shame. Everybody, even a child born today, understand that the people that is responsible for the misery we are going through are those that brought Buhari into power in 2015. Who are those that brought Buhari into power in 2015? Sophisticated morons from Yoruba land. The same set of idiots. They have no shame. Instead of recoiling in shame and apologizing for imposing the disaster that is the late Buhari on the most foolish set of 200 million people since creation. Instead of apologizing, instead of Tinubu to go back and say, oh, I'm very sorry, I brought this misery upon all of you, I am so sorry, without like a former cocaine pusher, somebody that peddles cocaine, they have no shame. They can do anything for money and influence. These idiots, they even have their frontier. Shameless political harlots from Yoruba land. You have their frontier to be talking about electing the same idiot that brought the late Buhari to power. The same fool. So if he has any ideas to improve your lives, why can't you tell the Taba that is willing to implement it? This is there. That is why I say sometimes that parochialism is a very, 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 very deadly disease. And that is something that Yoruba suffer from. Parochialism. They are blind to the truth, most of them are. That is why I thank God for this generation of Yoruba agitators. I thank God for them. Sometimes a sophisticated moron, they think they are smart. They think they are very clever. They think they can manipulate the situation because they control the media. We can twist the narrative. But not in this day and age of social media. New age media, you cannot do it anymore. Is this not the same man that brought this unmitigated disaster of a regime, APC, to power? The same idiot wanted to vote for him. And I'm sure some of you will ignorantly and foolishly campaign for him to become a president of a zoo that won't even exist in 2023. I am telling you the truth. I can't massage it. If you know me, you will know me. I always speak the truth. If I love you, I will even tell you the bitterest truth. If I don't care about you, I will just leave you to wallow in your ignorance. But if you listen to our gospel, you will change. You will know it is the truth. The same set of idiots, certificate forging, cocaine pushing, lying fool in Tinubu that brought this disaster upon all of you. When he comes out to speak, you listen to him. That means you're a fool. But let me tell you about the second set of people. Let me finish with the Yoruba media. It was Yoruba media, despite the overwhelming evidence that Buhari is a disaster, and went on to say that Buhari should be elected, even with Shonika, as learned as he is, that saw what Buhari did in 1983. You know that Buhari is a conniving, thieving, sanctimonious bastard. You know that very well. Tinubu still went, even Shonika. They thought they are fighting the East. Okay, let us fight them. Jonathan, let us fight them. Look at the disaster you brought. I don't expect any Yoruba politician or prominent son or daughter to even come on the public to be speaking. They should be ashamed of themselves. Shame should cover their faces. If they are being honest. But they are not honest. I thank God for Yoruba One Voice. I thank God for the likes of Professor Kintoye, a man amongst men. Professor Kintoye. People agitating for freedom. The Gani Adams of this world, the Igbohos of this world, they must rise up now and take over their space. Can't you see what we did in the East? Can any of these so-called idiotic elders speak? They cannot, because we have such that we know they are not elders. They are called OKA Sona Banyenaji. They are the type of elders that when you leave them with their granddaughter, they'll be molesting her sexually, calling themselves elders. Wicked, evil men hiding under their age to perpetrate evil. Gani Adams, as an Ekokonfo of Yoruba land, must rise up now. Professor, work with Professor Kinto, Tanibo, young and vibrant, to liberate your people. You've got a quiet, all this thing, you punch newspaper, tribune, the writing, the colloquium, selecting all this rubbish, launching of book with the same Sultan that killed the daughter of Pafashant. Oh dear. Let me go to the second most deadliest serpent in the zoo. They are the intellectuals from the east. Serpentine and deadly. Equally as deadly as Yoruba sophisticated morons. Writing junk every day. These people are they have no influence. So the only place where an intellectual has an influence is dampening the spirit of his own people. He will never fight for his right. Never. His job is to identify those who are struggling to survive and to make it easier for the Fulani to overrun them by first of all dampening their spirits. Now listen, this second group is equally as deadly. They are from the east. They are mostly Igbo. This was mostly Igbo, living in Abuja and in Lagos. They were not born in the village, so they don't know they don't even know what it means to be a Biafran. They have no idea what it means to be an Igbo person, what it means to be an Ibibio person, what it means to be a genuine Ijo person, not minding that some of them are a bit not right in the head because of resource control. They're in Abuja and in Lagos, intellectual, very, very poisonous and deadly. They are the ones also aiding and abetting the march of the Janjaweed into our territories. The intellectual fools from the east, mostly Igbo. Like a snake, they are very, very slow and poisonous. They use one pause. Circumstances beyond my control. You think they are with you. They'll be writing, oh, this thing, where we are moving, the Igbo nation, the nation where we are moving. All Torah, lies. Ask them better, how do we, when it comes, as an intellectual, how do we chase away those Fulani Janjaweed from Ozowani? He'll start telling you how to conscientize, how to use education to influence. Okay, rubbish. Talking nonsense. The heavy intellectual in Abuja and in Lagos, every day talking rubbish. Listen there. Sometimes they graduate into politics and they send them to Abuja as a politician, into a church Abasa. Like a snake, an Igbo intellectual is as equally as deadly as a Yoruba sophisticated moron. These are the people keeping Fulani in power and making sure that your life is a mystery. You know, I call them the Venus flytrap of the animal kingdom. You know, there's this plant. It eats animals. There's a plant. It opens up its mouth. It secretes something, either some kind of resin or there's a sort of liquid secretion at the bottom. The animals will come, and flies, they think it's very sweet. They will go in to go and take maybe the nectar or whatever secretion that this plant has. You know what the plant will do? It's a fellow plant in the forest, though. They will plant it quietly close. Google it. And eat the animal. But it is pretending, oh, we are all plants. Oh, don't worry, come to me. The way you're pollinating and cross-pollinating, oh, don't worry, come. I'll accept you. They open up and you fall in and you die. They dissolve you in their liquid. And they absorb the nutrients from your body. Exactly an Igbo intellectual. That's what they do. Sometimes they may even come onto Facebook to be writing their junk. You ask them, my dear brother or sister, explain this thing to me in simple English. What are you writing about? They don't even know what they are writing. The worst part of intellectualism is that they don't even understand the junk they are writing. All they are writing is to be noticed by Abuja, so somebody can call them and give them some money. That's all. To the detriment of their own people. Intellectualism in the East. Sophisticated moronism in the West. These are the main backers of Fulani Janjaweedism. They will never rise up to speak the truth and damn the consequences. They secrete their venom, oh dear me, and inject the unsuspecting public with their gibberish, cloaked in what I refer to as indecipherable English to keep you all ignorant. Poisonous and deadly. Igbo intellectual. Poisonous and deadly. Especially if the fool has a house in Lagos, then it's over. They are the type that will come out against NSAS protesters because their brother is a senior special advisor to a local council chairman. You know, brain of a black man. Is our tongue. Let's eat. They have sold their soul to the Janjaweed. An Igbo intellectual. He has no conscience whatsoever. They will sacrifice even their grandmother if that means any political advancement. No, they will sell her very easy. If the family say, give me, they will say, come and take our, is it my village you want? Take the whole thing, even take my compound. Give me 2 by 2 in Abuja. I will take a chieftaincy title. I will now be traveling with escort. Intellectual. And the third, and perhaps the most hopelessly fools in the zoo encouraging the Fulani are those that are under the burden in the Middle Belt. People of the Middle Belt, for decades, they've been fed a diet of hatred for Igbos and Biafrans. That's the only way the Fulani kept them. You know, being black people, you know, we always gravitate where we can hate people with E without any reason. For many years, for decades, Igbo man is the problem. Do not support Biafra. They will do this, they will do that. Now, their land has been taken over. They have renamed some places in Benue State to Fulani names. Decades of being fed on a diet of hatred for the Igbos and Biafra.